If you're watching on Facebook on Only Full Fights, you can send us your messages via the usual Twitter hashtag, where John Evans and Luke Madeira are waiting for you on commentary. This next contest is 6 3-minute rounds of boxing in the middleweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the blue, white and red coloured shorts. At the weight he scaled 11 stone, 4 pounds. He hails from York, here is Harry Matthews. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black colour shorts trimmed with grey. At the weight he also scaled 11 stone, 4 pounds. He hails from the Alex Matvienko camp. His outstanding ring record thus far, 9 contests, 8 wins. 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout with just a solitary defeat. He hails from a local town, Darwin. Here is Mickey Ellison. Timekeeper at the bell is Chris O'Connor. Leads Andy Brooke is in charge of the action. 6 3-minute rounds.
Okay, Mickey. Gents, you both know the rules. Obey my commands at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Let's have a good, clean fight.
Here we go then. Intriguing contest, this one. As we said before, scheduled for 6. It wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't go the distance.
Yeah, Matthews might fancy this one though.
Yeah, and we said it before, last show before Christmas for a lot of these guys, and a big opportunity to go into Christmas with a win for the guys on the road. And it's always a dangerous time to fight any of these journeymen.
And a lot of the time as well, they're coming off the back of a good few fights, and also they're definitely fit.
Yeah, that's one thing you know about these guys, they're certainly going to be able to go the distance. Ellison just flicking out that jab early on, targeting the body a little bit with that jab.
Trying to create the gaps.
And already you can see from Ellison it's not going to be a straightforward night. You know, Matthews isn't just tucking up and taking his shots, he's looking for openings himself.
Yeah, using the ring.
A nice left hook from Matthews, making Ellison miss. A busy night for Alex Matvienko tonight. Got Muhammad Ali and Jack Flatley on later on.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing Jack Flatley as well down at light middle.
Yeah, first time moving down to light middle. It's always interesting when a fighter moves weight.
Bit of a wild one there. Just needs to get his range right with that jab now, Ellison. He's just falling a little bit short.
Yeah, he's just thrown a few wild shots. A little bit out of frustration, I think. Like you said, just got to use that jab and measure the distance.
See, it's just slightly out of range, that it's easy to see.
Yeah, Matthews has caught everything that Ellison has thrown so far. Yeah, neither fighter's landed much of note so far in this opener.
To be fair, Matthews doesn't really look very ambitious in this first round. He's more using the ring and making Ellison miss, but with not really much coming back.
Yeah, I think Ellison's winning the round, but
just more on who he's wanting it a little bit more.
Yeah. Ellison's just got that centre of the ring, throwing that jab out, even when he's missing. You can see he's giving Matthews something to think about.
See there, now he's got him in the corner, he should double that jab up.
Both men a little bit timid in this opener. Scheduled for 6, so there's still plenty of time to go.
Oh, did it better by Ellison.
Yeah, that's the first real shot that's landed. Just when he stabs to that body with the jab, he's got to throw the right hand again.
Backhand straight over the top of that.
You can see the distance between the two fighters is massive so far. I think it's an Ellison round, but
yeah, 100%. Matthews didn't really do much in that round. I thought you'd see a little bit more from him, to be fair, but he's looking very cagey.
Yeah, he certainly is, and maybe he's a little bit wary of the shots that Ellison's capable of throwing. Certainly got to get out of first gear now, Mickey Ellison, after that opener.
Yeah, if Matthews is going to stay in that that type of work rate as well, where he's not really doing much at all. Ellison should really, go through the gears and go through the tempos and try and put on a bit of a show.
Yeah,
But it's only the second round, so it's only going into the second round now. So we'll see. He might come out and show a little bit more, Matthews. So start the round cagey and then build it up if it was Ellison.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm sure that's what the corner will be telling him as well. We've seen Mickey Ellison step up the gears in previous fights. He certainly wanted to do that tonight. Start the second round. He's touched well with that jab, but nothing's come after it so far.
Yeah.
Nice jab to the body again. That's been the shot that Ellison's had a little bit of success with so far.
Something should come off that though. That's an opener. That's where he's going to create a little gap. He should come back to the head.
Yeah, and every right hand he's thrown so far has just been a little bit telegraphed, and Matthews has been able to catch it on his forearm and on his gloves.
Yeah. Got a little bit closer with that one.
Yeah, it's better from Ellison with that right hand, and Matthew came back with a couple of shots of his own.
Yeah.
He's just started to cut the ring off a little bit better in this round, Ellison, than he did in the first. And Matthews isn't moving as much. Good from Matthews with a double jab. That's what we see from Ellison now.
He's opening up a little bit more this round, Matthew, just a little bit. Looking for the odd counter, isn't he?
Yeah, and you can see he's shown in previous fights he's certainly capable of boxing, Harry Matthews. Well, like you said, Ellison's touching to the body again. Nothing's come after it.
This is it now, and he's took that tempo. A couple of phases. There, after that touch to the body, just fire that back hand to the head.
Yeah, I've not really seen a right hand from Ellison so far, or Matthews, as a matter of fact.
The right hands have been wide by Ellison. He needs to fight from straight.
And Ellison did well to get out of the way of that one.
Yeah, it was a
wild left hook.
Nice left hook, that one, wasn't it?
I just want to see Ellison get back to the basics here.
I can see his thinking though. I can see his thinking there, Ellison, trying to go around the guard, but it's from too far away, and Matthews is going to see that coming.
That was a sharp jab from Ellison as Matthews came in.
Yeah.
Now maybe he's trying to draw Harry Matthews in and time him as he comes on the way in.
It'd work best if that would be the case, but it looks like he's going to be nice and cagey, as a lot of journeymen are.
Missing with that right uppercut.
He's trying things though. He's trying to do a bit of variation here.
Yeah, and he certainly upped the tempo in this second round. But if you're in Harry Matthews' corner, it's been pretty comfortable for their man so far.
Yeah.
Nothing's really got through from Ellison. Nice stab to the body again.
Matthews opening up a little bit there, a nice little right hand. But
yeah, there you
Ellison
see from
quiet.
Yeah, Matthews has always got that right hand that he can throw. And for you, fighting in a couple of weeks on a big card, and it's a big opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, massive. I can't wait to dream come true for me. You know what I mean? Getting on that show. So I'm doing everything in my power to make sure I perform at my absolute best.
Yeah, he had a good performance at Ellen Road as well, at Outdoor Stadium, and now you're at the arena and slowly getting there to where you want to be.
Yeah, 100%. But I am putting the work in. You know what I mean? I'm trying to promote myself well and putting myself out there, along with doing all the hard work in the gym and trying to get on as many shows as I possibly can do. Do you know what I mean? So that's all I can really do. As long as I'm putting the work in, I've just got to make sure I'm trying to be there for the opportunities that come my way. And this is a massive one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and you're leading your gym at the moment, but McCauley McGann was just joined, Jack Kilgannon, decent performance tonight, Jack Rafferty later on. The shed's bouncing at the moment.
Yeah, it's booming, and like for such a small little outfit like what we are, and to come out the amateurs together and stuff like that, we are really like a close-knit family. You know what I mean? So we're all striving, you know what I mean, to get somewhere and become champions.
Back to this one, and Ellison's just stepped it up in the third round. Oh, and he's down. Matthew, a little slip. Matthews caught him as he fell over there.
There was a shot there involved in that, but the referee's in a better position than us to see it.
I mean, I think it was a slip, but
Yeah,
just
it was
because
a
Matthews
slip.
landed that shot on the way down, you could have seen the referee calling that as a knockdown.
Yeah.
But you can see Ellison isn't hurt
at all.
But some encouragement that for Harry Matthews.
Also, here we go now. He's opening up a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah, from his point
But
of
this
view.
might suit Ellison, to be fair, if he opens up.
Yeah, you can see he's been trying to open Matthews up, and that actually might have a positive effect.
Yeah. For me, though, Ellison at the moment, his shot's looking a little bit lethargic. He's looking lethargic and a bit cumbersome rather than sharp.
Yeah, and he's won the first two without really having to do much. And you might see Harry Matthews start to have a go now. Both men missing with the shots there. A nice jab from Matthews.
Yeah, nice and sharp.
Ellison certainly dictating from the middle of the ring.
Yeah, he needs to open up with a few combinations, like just there through a nice left hook to the body, come back with the right hand over the top, and then back off, then jab, changing that tempo, upping it on him, making it hard work for Matthews.
Yeah, and you can see Ellison just dropped his hands there, just trying to draw something from Matthews for him to counter. A nice work with that left hook to the body.
And they'll bang the jab back in, bang that jab straight back in. Don't wait so long.
He's certainly upped the tempo in this round as Ellison.
Yeah.
It's been a much better round for him, but Matthews had his little spells of success. Still think Ellison's nicking the round so far.
Yeah, that was a nice job there as well by Ellison.
Just trying to flick that jab out from the hip now, instead of throwing it from the head. Neither man have landed too many shots so far.
Oh, nice jab there by Ellison. For me, I think he needs to go with that right hand there. He's trying to throw the hook or the uppercut or the straight back hand to the head, and he's missing more often than not. I'd start at the body and then with the left hook over to the head.
Yeah, Ellison just needs to start landing shots now.
Yeah.
Just make sure that he's winning the round. I certainly think Ellison's ahead in this one.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not convincing by any means.
He just looks a little bit lethargic for me.
Well, let us know what you think on the Facebook stream, live on Only Full Fights, and the VIP Boxing channel. And comment on Twitter, hashtag VIP Boxing Live. And we're live on the website as well, vipboxing.tv. Comment on Facebook. Read a few of your comments out. Ryan Evans asking if Danny Roberts is on. He's not on tonight. We'll see him back on the VIP shows in the new year. People asking when Jack Cullen's on. He's the main event of the evening. We'll keep tuning in. We've got an action-packed night of boxing here.
Round 4.
We're halfway through this one now, and for me, I've got Ellison up, but he's just got to go through the gears now.
Yeah, got to show a little bit more. Like I say, I think it's just a tempo thing and a shot, just pinging them out rather than being lethargic with the shots.
That was better from Ellison.
Yeah, it was.
And he certainly upped the pace at the start of this fourth round, as he needed to do. He needs to make sure on the referee scorecard. You never know how the referee's scoring it, and you want to make sure you've won the rounds.
I think he's doing enough to win the round. He's doing a lot more than his opponent, you know what I mean? And he's not really getting it with much himself. But with these types of opponents, you do want to impress. You want to show you what you're really about. It can be hard because they are cagey and they don't leave many gaps.
Nice right hand over the top from Ellison. The first straight right hand that he's landed so far, I think. You just see he's a little bit too far out of range, isn't it? So when he throws shots, Matthews can see them coming.
Of course.
Just needs to take half a step in, Ellison. Especially when Matthews got his back to the ropes.
See, just reaching for the shot.
That was a nice right
That was
hand
a
to
better
the body.
one. That he stepped in there.
So far it's been a performance where Ellison's shown glimpses of what he can do. Switching to southpaw for a moment. Like we said, Matthews still got ambition. Oh, nice uppercut from Ellison. That's exactly what you were talking about. Stab to the body
Stab
and
to
then
the body, then come back up to the head. Nice left up.
Yeah, he's just starting to pick his shots. Mickey Ellison just needs to put combinations on the end of them now.
Yeah.
Instead of single shots. He certainly found a home for that jab to the body anyway. It's been the shot he's been throwing all night. It's clearly something they work on in the gym.
It's a good shot to open someone up who's cagey, such as Matthews here. And as you can see, the elbows are wide. There's a target area for that jab to the body. But it is like it's a one that you're making gaps with that shot, and if you're not following it up, then
Absolutely.
it's really a waste of a punch.
Yeah, they'll be telling him that in the corner as well. 2 more rounds to go, and like you said, pretty sure Ellison has took the first 4 rounds.
100%.
Not been a vintage performance from him so far.
I mean, he's done everything that he needed to do, and not really been caught with much. But he's just like you say, you want to show what you are about against these opponents, and I think being lethargic and whatever, it's not what you really want to be portraying in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And just before Christmas, he's got a lot of fans in here.
Yeah.
Well, Mickey Ellison always does. One of these guys that brings a lot of fans with him. Got 2 more rounds to impress them.
But I think in the past 2 rounds, though, he has picked it up a little bit more than the first 2. So he might go through the gears again now in this 5th and 6th, knowing that knowing fully now what's in front of him.
Yeah, you could see he was just feeling Harry Matthews out in the first couple of rounds with that jab to the body. Oh, nice right hook from Ellison, and he's showing glimpses of what he can do. Like you said, he just reaches in with a couple of his shots. Makes it easy for Matthews to catch him and then counter.
See that there now, could have come straight back at him. Straight back at him as soon as he's finished. There's his opportunity. He doesn't open up much, does he, Matthews? So as soon as he does open up, that's his opportunity to land a cleaner shot.
Yeah, and defensively Ellison's looked good tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're trying to critique it, you know what I mean, as the prospect. So that's the only. If we didn't rate him as highly as as what we did, then you wouldn't really be critiquing him as much. That's a better shot. Nice one over the top there.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing, isn't it? We've seen Ellison perform better than this in previous fights, but he is certainly getting the job done. And
yeah,
at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
That's the main thing.
We're halfway through this 5th round. He's starting to throw more shots now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's done well at making Matthews miss with that right hand.
Yeah, really well. Block them shots though.
And you can see he's just trying to draw something from Matthews, but it's not coming. And much like Jack Kilgannon's fight last time, it's just frustrating, isn't it?
Of course it is. Of course it is. It's very frustrating. I've been in there myself, and it's been like that. And it's like it's a nightmare. And everything you hit him with, they seem to be pulling away from, because that's all they focused on, getting as far away from you as possible.
Yeah, nice right hand to the body from Matthews.
Yeah.
That jab to the body's been really sharp so far tonight.
That was better.
Yeah, Left hook over the top. He's just starting to open up at the end of this fifth.
This fifth round has been a good round for him.
Yeah, he's just starting to show glimpses of what we know he's capable of. Lovely head movement to duck under that wild right hand from Matthews and come back with a shot of his own from Ellison.
Okay, he missed well there again.
Best round of the bout so far, without a doubt, for Mickey Ellison.
Yeah, definitely.
Mick Mulcahy saying on the Facebook stream that Mickey needs to let his shots go even though he's winning, and yeah, he's echoing what we've been saying.
Yeah.
He's certainly winning the fight.
He's working in phases he needs to do, like a sharp 1-2 then followed by a backhand, or a sharp right hand left hook followed by the jab, instead of throwing the right hand left hook and then just having a little walk around with him. He's got to maintain that tempo on him, and that's what'll break Matthews' heart, rather than looking just for that single shot. When if he's not giving you no gaps, you've got to create them gaps by giving him something and then firing the shot, the meaningful one.
Yeah, and we might see Matthews come and have a little go in this last round.
I hope so, because it'll make it better, for the spectators, and also for Mickey.
Yeah, he's been trying to draw something from Matthews all night, Ellison, and it hasn't come. We'll see if it does it in this final round.
There you go. Ooh, no.
There's a nice shot that from Matthews.
It was, yeah.
Ellison just took a step back. Don't think he was hurt by it.
No.
It's a case in point that Matthews going to have a little go in this sixth round. Reaching again with that shot, Ellison. And those jabs to the body would certainly have an effect if the fight was made for a longer distance.
I think they've had an effect in this fight, to be fair, because I think they definitely must have, or Matthews would have opened up a little bit more. That was a nice uppercut there by Ellison.
He's getting behind that jab again, Ellison. Just closing this one out. 2 minutes to go, and the one thing about Matthews, he certainly can punch. You can see Ellison's a little bit wary of that. But he hasn't been in trouble at all in this fight so far.
That was a good jab to the body, that one. Solidly.
Yeah, that's been the shot so far. Seems to pick that jab to the body really well.
To be fair to Matthews as well, he's got some good head movement. Slips and slides and makes the opponent miss rather than just blocking on the arm. So that makes it even harder for Ellison there, because it's not just a still target; it's a target that's moving.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can see that when he does go to the head, Ellison, he's struggling to land because of that upper body movement.
Yeah.
The head movement that Matthews is showing.
But I did expect Matthews to come off them slips a little bit more, like what we've seen in the past. So, I mean, he must have some respect for Ellison's power.
Yeah, and that's why it's been clever for Ellison to go to the body with that jab so early on and maintain it. There it is again, and there's a lot of force behind those jabs that he's throwing.
Another one.
Yeah, 45 seconds to go of this one, and it's been a pretty comfortable, unremarkable, comfortable night for Mickey Ellison. Supposed to get that jab going again and close this one out. Nice left up to the body.
I think Matthews caught that one on the elbow there.
Yeah, Matthews has looked good on the back foot defensively. He's caught a lot of shots on his gloves and on his arms.
Ooh, that was nearly there, that one.
We come towards the end of the sixth, and we had some fireworks then from Mickey Ellison. And Matthews throwing his own shot as we hear the final bell, and Mickey Ellison certainly won that one.
Yeah.
It wasn't a vintage performance.
No, I think the last 3 rounds he's shown a little bit more of what it was about. Yeah, he should have opened up a little bit more and gone through the gears. You got an opponent who's being cagey, and you know you can outbox him. Open up, and at the end of the day, it's an entertainment business. You've got to entertain the fans that have come and bought tickets, haven't you? I mean, you've got to do it as safely as possible and make sure you win, which is the main thing. But do go through the gears.
And we wait for the referee's score. And I think it's Darren Sargentson scoring this one, even though he wasn't the referee. And we'll see how they got this one. We'll hand over to the MC Michael Pass to find out the official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, referee Darren Sargentson, scoring for Andy Brook, has adjudged this contest 60 points to 55 points for your winner. Hailing from Darwin, Mickey Ellison.
There we have it then, the shutout win
And
for
your
Mickey
appreciation,
Ellison.
please, for York's Harry Matthews.
Just a